Hi guys, it's B and I'm back with another Halloween makeup tutorial. So today's look is very fun, very easy, and it's just pretty. So let's just get into it. So I've pushed my hair back. You don't have to do a base for this look. You can just go in with the artwork if you like, but I'm going to do a base just because I want that smooth looking face. So I'm going in with the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer, and yeah. Today I'm using the fitMe foundation in shade 333, and we're just going to put this all over. Cool. I'm not going to do much with my eyebrows today. I'm just going to take a very old mascara brush and just brush through them. Then taking my fitMe powder in shade Cinnamon, I'm just going to powder my entire face. You don't... I can't open it. It won't open. There we go. As I was saying, you don't want to add contour or highlighting because you want your base to be as monotoned as possible. Just keep it one shade. You want the focus to be on the artwork that we're going to do. Okay, once our face is powdered, I'm just going to take a white liner and draw out the shape that I want, just to help me, guide me.
The nice thing about tracing is that you can plan out your look. I actually moved my top line higher so I can make bigger X's, and the nice thing about using a white pencil is that it rubs out very easily.
So we've sketched out our shapes. I'm just going to foundation and powder my lips because clearly that needs to disappear. Next, we're going to take some concealer and we're going to just put a little bit on the top and slowly start putting that color in. So you can use eyeshadow if you like, but today I think I'm going to be a bit fancy. I'm going to be using some neon pigments, and yeah, I'm going to start off with the blue. Just going to start patching it on here and blending it outwards, and then we're going to blend it into some other colors. So this process is the same. We pick up pigment, we put it on and on that concealer while that concealer is still tacky. So yeah, we're just picking up some pigment and using the pigment in the lid. You could totally do this with foundation. You could totally do this with eyeshadow as well. Okay, and we pick it up, we pat it down, we just blend it up.
This concealer has dried down a little bit while I was explaining the neon pigments, so you can see that the pigment is not sticking to it as great as it should.
Then you're gonna go in with some green. You want to follow the natural way that colors blend.
How pretty is this green? It's so pretty. It's so bright, but I mean, like, it's neon, but it's so pretty.
Next, I'm gonna go on purple on that side.
This is actually my first time using neon pigments, so the pigment, oh my gosh.
If you're wondering, I'm using the fitMe concealer in shade 20.
Next, we're going to blend yellow into green, and we're going to keep doing the same process, patting on that pigment and spreading it out on top of the wet concealer. After yellow, we use orange and we blend the orange into the yellow. It's very important when using loose pigment that your concealer is still tacky so that it can hold that pigment. We repeat the same steps: conceal, and then pat on your pigment. Next, we're going to blend the purple out into pink, and this pink is stunning. And these are the colors we'll be using, so you want to complete the rainbow across the rest of your face, and then we'll move on to our eyes. Same steps, conceal, spread the concealer out, and then pack on your pigment. So I chose to do this eye just with purple, but if you're feeling the rainbow vibe, you could totally do rainbows across your eye. You could choose a different color like yellow. I just found that this purple was very outstanding and I really like the color. So I felt that my crosses should be just a little bit longer, so I added a tail to them. If you want your crosses to look like crosses with your eye open, then put the concealer on with your eye open so that you get that effect. I purposely closed my eye to get the cross effect. Okay, I did the other eye in green just because I was feeling the color. I concealed the line of my mouth, only concealing the top of my bottom lip. And then we use the same process, conceal and pack on the pigment. I chose to use pink here because, like I said earlier, that pink is so vibrant and so beautiful, and I'm obsessed with it. Using loose pigment can be time consuming because you have to make sure that concealer is wet, but I think ultimately it's worth it for the look, especially if you're going to somewhere that has like UV lights, and neon would really pop.
Okay, and we're back. Next, we're going to take some water activated liner, and we're just going to draw lines on top of all of our colors. So I do this by spraying some water in the lid, just in like regular water. I spray about 2 to 3 puffs so that I can nicely coat my brush. If you have a long brush like this, that will work best. Once your brush is nice and coated, you're just going to put it into the product and swirl it around so you get a nice coating on the brush, so your product is not too wet but still pigmented. And then you're just going to draw your lines.
If you're a beginner, take your time. It might also be useful if you just hold your brush and move your head. You will see that I do this sometimes because it helps to keep the brush steady. It's also important that your liner is not too wet. For example, here on my eye, it was quite wet and it spilled. But that's okay because we'll clean it up later. You also want to make sure that you have enough product on the brush to get a bright white line. You can see that I also have spillage on my lip and that middle X.
So there are some areas where there's a bit of spillage, so I'm just taking an earbud, I wet it with water, and I'm just going to clean it up. Go into the white liner again. This time I'm just going to make sure it's not too wet so it can run. Here is the final look. I added some black mascara and white eyeliner to my waterline, and yeah, here we go. It's very cute, very Halloween vibes. Hi guys, I filmed this after I recorded this video, and I forgot to tell you something very important. I used a water activated liner, the white, which means if I get caught in the rain or if I sweat, the white will run. So if you're planning to use this look to a party, you should probably use a white eyeliner instead of a water activated liner. It will last better. So yeah, caution. Back to the video. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, hit that like button. It's never too late to join the beehive, so subscribe and let me know all your thoughts, comments and recommendations down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.